we come back to Vashista in this paragraph again, and the mind seeks the self only in order to dissolve itself in the self. This indeed is in the very nature of the mind. This is the supreme goal. Strive for this. This aspect of the mind is the higher mind that inquires into the nature of yourself. The ego is going, its tendencies to go out. It doesn't know how to inquire into your true nature. Therefore, if the ego is more active, it will pull the attention again out, and the higher mind will try to inquire and go in, and whatever would be stronger would win. If the tendencies are stronger, they will overcome the inquiry into the self. When the inquiry into the self awakens and becomes stronger, it would weaken the tendencies to go out. Okay? This is why Vashista says, abandon your latent tendencies, even as a bird wishing to fly into the sky breaks out of its shell. That means in order to fly, it has to break the shell. Born of ignorance, these tendencies are hard to destroy. They are like the shell, and they give birth to endless sorrow. It is this ignorant, self-limiting tendency of the mind that views the infinite as the finite. It's the ego, it's the personality, it's the sense of personhood. However, even as sun dispels mist, inquiry into the nature of the self dispels this ignorant, self-limiting tendency. He is giving a clue. The inquiry would actually, what he says, dispels this ignorance of self-limiting tendency. It means of this self-limiting identification that I am a separate entity, that I am a limited entity, that I am a person, that I am an ego. Inquiry dispels this ignorance, because it's not that it gets rid of it. It dispels the notion that it is real.
By moving its attention away from it, and that's the word tendencies actually come from the word attention.
Okay. Maybe.
Move your attention to what is real.
Yes. And come to realize that what appeared to be real doesn't really exist. And I can again go over why come the ego doesn't really exist. The ego believes it is an object. Yet a belief is just a thought. A thought is not an object. A thought is a concept, an image. Even when there is identification that I am a person, it's always with a conceptual image. It means with a particular picture that I have in the mind about me. A picture is not real, because if someone travels, we are in this age, everybody with their iPhones, phones and all this, they're taking pictures. And then they look at the picture. Do they really see themselves? Is the body in the picture, or just a reflection, a reflected image of the body is a picture? That means they don't exist really in the picture. I'll give another analogy to make it stronger. When I stand in front of the mirror, it's the body in front of the mirror. In the mirror, I see a perfect reflection of the body. Yet, there's only one entity that is real. It's the body standing in front of the mirror, not the reflection. In the reflection, there is not a body there. The conceptual image the ego has about itself as a physical body is a reflection in the mirror. It doesn't really exist. We cannot say there is no reflection. There is reflection, yet there is nothing in the reflection. The body is not in the reflection. The body is standing separate from the reflection itself. This is one has to come to this realization. The ego doesn't really exist. It just appears as a reflection, as a reflected image. Yes? And the I thought is a reflection of I as self-aware. Again, the body stands in front of the mirror. One is real, one is a reflection. Doesn't the reflection appears like the real thing, yet the body doesn't exist in the reflection. It is exact reflection, copy of the real. The I thought is a reflection of I, which is self-aware prior to a thought. Yet, the I thought is not the real I, self-aware. Then, I take it that I thought is the reflection of the physical body. It appears exactly as a conceptual image of the body, mirror, exactly the same because it gets the impressions from the sense perception. Yet, the body is real. The conceptual image is unreal. The body doesn't exist in the conceptual image. One has to come to this realization and have a strong knowing conviction that it doesn't really exist. There is no such thing as ego. It appears, yet it's not real. Therefore, it doesn't really exist. Therefore, the only existence is I as self-aware. I, self-aware, conceptual image of an I and a physical body. So when the identification is gone from the conceptual image, I as self-awareness is one with the body, is one and the same, no separation. Okay? This is why for the realized being, the world and the self-aware is one and the same. Yet, aware is independent of the body, yet it's totally one and intimate with the body itself. There's no separation. The body, when it dies, means that only the body is gone because the body is dependent on awareness. Yet I, as awareness, remain eternally aware and awake. Nothing to do with the body. So, for the realized being, aware and the body are one and the same. Aware is independent, the body is dependent. When the body is gone, that which is independent remains eternally, as yourself, being aware. Yes? You understand? It's clear?
The source is the life force of the body.
It enables anything, including the life force for the body.